What's up guys, today the car I'm going to test drive is BaoJun RE-5. BaoJun is a brand cooperated by GM and a company called Wuling in China. This company has a short car manufacturing history, but it is growing steadily based on GM's technology. So let's have a look at this RE-5. I can feel some of muscle from the front. It's like a white bull. This large grille is also called the Shining Star grille, and the chrome decorations that are stuck in the grille are very attractive, but somehow they look very similar to the Benz A-Class grille. The headlights are under the daily lights, which is like Trailblazer. Compared to this large grille, the daily light is designed to be a bit thin, so it looks very aggressive and sporty. The headlights and the fog lamps are all made of LEDs, and it contains high beam and low beam. The line that comes down from the middle of the grille covers the headlight and the fog lamp. This front bumper makes the car more muscular. Many Chinese car manufacturers like to carve brand names on LED edge. This one also has BaoJun on it. There's a line in the middle of the bonnet that goes in like a cow horn, which is quite sharp. Wheels are used in all trim levels with 18-inch wheels. Of course, the high trim levels differ in wheel design. This side looks a bit heavy, but still have a clear character line. If you look at this car, there's a fender on every top of a wheel, starting with the front lip, running through the front wheel and back wheel fender, up to the back of the wheel. It's plastic, but it looks nice. This line at the top of the fender goes all the way to the front door, and the character line coming down from the front door handle is very sporty. It looks like it's designed to target young people. The roof of the car is black, so it feels more sporty. The character line that runs to the rear lamp really looks like a Tiguan. The back is a lot simpler than the front, and many of the Chinese cars has this kind of long rear lamps. The design is a bit similar to Hyundai Azera, but the LED inside the lamp looks unique. The middle part of the tailgate is slightly inwards, and the edges are angled like this. Ducktail also has a floating type of design that emphasizes sporty by creating space between the left and the right side. The exhaust is fake on the left, and only the right is the actual exhaust. So the overall design makes me feel this car is aggressive, sporty. So now let's take a look at the interior. It's raining outside, and this store is really dark because the lights are not on. This car also has a luxurious interior for the price. The air conditioning has an irregular diamond shape, and the chrome type trim that covers the air conditioner is also a diamond shape. This car is the lowest trim level, and they've used the non-woven material here and there, and over medium trim level this part will be leather. All the above the dashboards are soft material, they barely use plastic. The feeling of steering wheel is okay, and I really like its design. Because it's the lowest trim level, so there's a lot of buttons missing. It's just a manual gear. I'm not exaggerating at all, but these buttons are so textured. It's definitely not the quality you will see in a compact SUV with this price. Lowest trim level also has auto holds and electronic parking brake. Console box space is just normal. This car has a really good button texture. Usually, even if it's a Chinese car, the button feels cheap if with this price, but this car is really different. The infometer screen is 10 inches, but I can't touch it because I didn't authenticate it as the owner of this car. The seats are synthetic leather. They don't feel very good. But even with this low trim level, there's red stitch everywhere. It's even darker at the back. I don't know if my camera can catch this. I don't like the feeling of this seat. It feels really hard. The back is also soft and non-woven. I don't see any plastic. I like the stitching they did on the seat, but the seat itself is not good. The door was made into an integral foam through the pressing process. The door has covered up to the seal. I've never seen a car like this that costs less than 16,000. The trunk size is okay. There's a little storage space next to it. Most of all, this place is not as high as the bumper, so it's easier to load the stuff. The engine room is covered with cover. This engine is from GM because this BaoJun is a joint venture with GM. It's a 1.5 turbo engine which has 150 horsepower. This car is the lowest trim level, but it's got 2 hydraulic cover stick. This is really rare even among Chinese cars. I can't drive for a long time because of the coronavirus today, so I'll just drive briefly. Besides, it's raining, so I can't even drive fast. Why is the car so shaky? Even though I didn't heat up the engine, the weather outside isn't that cold. It's been shaking all this time. It's just like a shift impact. When I put in reverse gear, it was also shaking. I don't know if it's a technical problem or every BaoJun car is like this. This car uses a 1.5 turbo engine that produces 150 horsepower, and all transmissions are CVT. The stereo was like a bull ready to rush in, but the engine and the transmission are just for family car. But it's still got an S gear, and there's an option you can set the steering wheel sensitivity. I've set the steering wheel sensitivity to the highest level now, but I don't think there's a huge difference from normal level. Acceleration is quite slow. Accelerate to about 40 km per hour is okay, but after 40, the acceleration is really slow. The driving feeling is pretty good. This car is just like a normal Chinese car, which has a torsion beam on the front and a multi-link on the rear. And the biggest advantage of this car is that it's the first Chinese car to have a KONI FSD shock absorber. As you all know, the KONI FSD is usually used by high-end brands such as Mercedes and Audi. But this car, which is less than 16,000, has KONI FSD. So this is really ridiculous. I'd like to try driving on a rough road, but I don't think I have a chance to do it. Since the engine is from GM, I think it will be more competitive than the other Chinese brands. To give you a quick review of this car, both exterior or interior is quite perfect for my opinion. In addition, interior materials and the texture of each button are all of the qualities you will never see at this price. And with KONI FSD shock absorber, the purchasing power is even more increased. So this is the end of test driving. Feel free to leave any comment.